Hey folks, good evening. I wanted to talk about Harriet Tubman and the $20 bill. So, if you didn't hear, Joe Biden has revived plans to replace Andrew Jackson, who is currently on a $20 bill, with Harriet Tubman. If you don't know who Harriet Tubman is, you should probably do some research, especially if you're from the United States. She was huge in freeing a lot of slaves. She was a slave herself. She escaped slavery and then helped, thousands of other slaves find their freedom, whether it be through the Underground Railroad or whether it have been through leading Union soldiers during the Civil War to help free thousands of slaves from the South and from slavery. So a lot of what she does, people are saying, yes, she's deserving. There was a plan way back in like 2015, 2016 to put her on the $20 bill after a poll was put out and she won over like Eleanor Roosevelt and Susan B. Anthony and a couple other historical female figures in the United States. Harriet Tubman won. And my question is, do you think that Harriet Tubman herself would have wanted to be on the $20 bill? I asked this question because, I'm looking at Twitter. It's a trending topic on Twitter. And some of the tweets that I saw, so for instance, this one by at No Name says, I think Harriet Tubman would be more interested in abolishing systems that perpetuate Black suffering and death. It might make more sense to distribute money to Black communities instead of printing the image of a revolutionary on it, money that the U.S. has because of slavery. And then there was another tweet that I saw from at the Acumen said, unpopular opinion. I don't even want Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. Honestly, I think there's some sort of perversion in doing so. A woman who was traded as capital, becoming the face of capital, doesn't sit right with my spirit. And those, got a lot of likes. So this one got like 47.3 thousand likes and it was retweeted 6.3 thousand times. The other one by at No Name was liked 13.1 thousand times and retweeted 2.7 thousand times. And, I agree with some of that to an extent. Harriet Tubman fought to free slaves from a system of oppression, a system that put Black people on farms and on plantations to, pull up wheat and tobacco and cotton so that, white men, people in power, could reap a benefit, could gain money, and could prosper themselves. And none of that money was distributed to these slaves. They worked for free. The cool thing that I saw as I did some research was, when the Civil War began, was when actual currency started to be created. So in 1861, you had the first general circulation of paper money by the federal government. They were pressed to do so to finance the Civil War, and of course, the Civil War was fought because the South seceded. It was all about states' rights versus federal rights, and it really hinged upon slavery. And the North wanted to abolish slavery, and I do that with kind of air quotes because there's a lot of discussion around if that was the main reason. It was a reason of the Civil War. And so, yeah, basically the reason why greenbacks were created, the dollar bills, the currencies that we kind of see today, was to finance a civil war for the Union, for the North, that would help free the slaves. So on one hand, it was, one of those reasons, and looking at the slaves that escaped, there was a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin that was about, slaves escaping and the horrors that were being done in the South. And even Abraham Lincoln said that book could have been one of the reasons why, the Civil War started, when people actually started to see the horrors. So there's a lot more detail and intricacy around Harriet Tubman and currency. Again, when I asked the question, would she have wanted to be on it? I'm still kind of leaning no. I don't think she would have wanted to be part of a system that, if she saw what today looked like and she saw how far we'd come, maybe, but when she'd see how far we still have to go, I don't think she'd want to have her picture plastered on a $20 bill on money that is used for, terrible things at the end of the day. I look at it as money is the root of all evil. And she was really into, her faith, into Christianity. She was part of what I believe was called, let me look this up again, the Second Great Awakening of Christianity in the U.S., which really was about, trying to get people to focus more on God and not so much work. So I truly do think that she would not want her picture to be on the $20 bill. But I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and peace out.